is why are these mantras, why should they remain in Sanskrit? Why can't it be in any Indian language or English, which we are all familiar with more? I have only the working knowledge, basic knowledge of Sanskrit, which I studied at that time. So many of these shlokas, sometimes I feel if they are told in whichever language, whether it is Hindi or Tamil or Gujarati or Marathi or English, whichever the kid is familiar with or we are all familiar with, want it do more good. It is all about understanding it and doing it rather than mugging up something and just telling it.
So Anand, you have very rightly said that understanding the mantra is more important and saying it with bhav, with sentiment. Nevertheless, to evoke that sentiment is not easy. For example, Venkateshwar Bhagavan, who resides in Tirupati, is the same Venkateshwar Bhagavan who resides in so many cities around the world. But people are not able to realize the significance of his presence until they climb over the 7 hills and they go through all that. So technically, it is not necessary. God is everywhere. He's in your heart. You can sit here and make your thoughts divine. But most people require some kind of support. So just like although God is at home, you still find the need of visiting a temple. Likewise, the same wisdom is equally beneficial in any language. But when children learn it in Sanskrit, it helps their intellect develop the reverence that what we are receiving is an ancient wisdom that has been passed down from generation to generation. The Age of Enlightenment philosopher in America, Henry David Thoreau, he said of the Bhagavad Gita, "I daily bathe my intellect in the timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. It is as if an empire speaks to me." So that our intellect needs to be jogged a little to realize the importance of the gem of wisdom we are receiving. And just like any gem is precious, but when it's put in a beautiful golden ring, it gets further enhanced. Likewise, the wisdom is most useful, but when studied in an exquisite Sanskrit shloka or a mantra, it becomes even more attractive. Besides that, of course, Sanskrit is a very amazing language. I once came across a paper written by a NASA scientist in 1976. They were looking for a computer-compatible language. They were thinking of developing a language, a spoken language that would be computer compatible. And this person, Mr. Riggs, he wrote a whole paper that there is no need to develop such a language. Just take a look at Sanskrit. Its grammar is so astonishing that it is completely computer compatible. So we have the good fortune of having such a treasure. Why not utilize that treasure that has been passed down from generation to generation, while at the same time enlivening it with the essence of the wisdom that is contained in that verse?